Okay, what the hell?
Hello.
I don't know how that's happening. What's going on?
Yes, this is her. She.
Uh.
Ah.
I look like I'm in hell.
Did you get masked around the pants? No, don't worry about it.
Shit. Okay, finally I got this working. Typewriters 2 here, responding to cherubicwindigo's Getting to Know You, Getting to Know All About You. Like that song. God awful song. Just kidding. Hold on a second. Here you go with the loud noises. Is that loud? Just over here. I was just checking to see if it was loud. Anyways, since she told about, a little bit more about herself, I'm going to tell a little bit about myself. Well, me as a kid, I wasn't a Nintendo kid. I was a Sega kid. Now note, my parents, I don't know what they did with it, but they had a Nintendo, an NES. I didn't play it when I was younger. One, because I was like 1 when it was actually around. That's the first game I ever saw, but I never played it. And I remember one of the games I had was Life Force. For one, I knew they had a game. I knew they had the Life Force game. One, because it was in my room back at this townhome. We didn't always live in a house. We used to live in a townhome. We had it in our townhome, and I guess we packed it in there. I don't know what happened to the Life Force game after that. But I remember it's on my Wii now, and I finally know where the fuck it is. I'm really happy. Look. Anyways, yeah. Anyways, as I said, we had Life Force. Me, I was born in 1988, so I'm 21. Birthday's February 20th, 1988. If you guys didn't already notice that, you saw my video. Fucked up. I was really fucked up then. My sister brought me out to fucking a bunch of fucking bars, and we had this stuff called Polish marijuana. I thought it was real weed. Now, I know it's not real weed now, but that was just the name of it. I thought she was going to make me drink some weed. But yeah, as I said, I was a Sega kid, not a Nintendo kid. However, I did play some Nintendo games growing up. My favorite Nintendo game, one of them, my favorite Super Nintendo games, Super Mario World. Yeah. Contra 3. Yeah. And what else? Oh yeah, Donkey Kong Country. And what else? R-Type 3. Oh, and Gradius 3, and that's it. But for me, I have a bigger selection. I have more than one favorite old-time game, but pretty much that's almost all I play now. That's almost all that I play now is just old-school games. Unless they can come up with better fucking games than we got now. That's my complaint with the current games of this generation. They're too fucking easy. I mean, people complain a lot about the fact that you had to finish every game you had in one sitting, but I think that's what made the challenge myself. That's what made it so challenging. You had to finish the game in one sitting. And there were more things back then that could keep you on your feet as opposed to something like Infamous or Prototype. They're too easy. They're good games, don't get me wrong, but they're too easy. You need a challenge. I need a challenge. But anyways, as a kid, I had Sega. This is one of the games I had on Sega Channel. Now those of you who had a Sega will probably know what Sega Channel is, right? Sega Channel is, for those of you who don't, Sega Channel was what Virtual Console, PlayStation Network, and Xbox Live Arcade are now. Basically, you could play games But only this time, only the things were different. You could play games for free, but the service was about $50 a month. Pretty good bargain, huh? Yeah, but unfortunately, it had discontinued because Sega was off the market and they were making Sega Saturn, which is sad. So yeah, I was all Sonic, Virtual Fighter, Earthworm Jim. I still say that the Sega CD version is the best one because it has all of the levels. Sonic CD, and I didn't have a Sega CD, but I had people who owned it. But yeah, and Vector Man. This is Vector Man 2. I can't find the first one. They didn't sell the first one. Personally, I love both because they have fucking awesome music and interesting graphics. Another one I played, Lightning Force. I never played Thunder Force. I played Lightning Force. Great game. Another thing, well, growing up in other things that I did as a kid, when I grew up in elementary school, I went to what's called Mockingbird Elementary. I used to be obsessed with a lot of things. For one, I got into Dragon Ball Z when I was a kid. I mean, I don't watch that show anymore. When I was in middle school, I started playing fighting games more often. This was one of my favorites. Darkscream, if you see this video, you probably know what I'm talking about. CVS 2. Fucking awesome game. Recommend it to anybody. And a few matters at hand. When I lost my Sega Genesis, how did I lose mine? My mom threw it away in the trash when I was a kid because there was a day when I wasn't supposed to play it. I was banned from going downstairs and watching TV. I was playing the Sega, she threw it away. Only to find it about 5 years later and Mom sold it to the Salvation Army. I told her she didn't have to. She didn't need to sell it because, hell, Mom didn't want me to buy this because this is outdated. So what? It's outdated. If Angry Video Game Nerd can still get his to work, why can't I? Right? Just saying. Okay. Still got 7 minutes left on me. Let's see. I used to be a weeaboo in high school. Now, I'm not saying as in wearing cat ears or something like that. I wouldn't go that far. But I used to say a random Japanese lyrics and shit. I used to sing songs in Japanese. I used to call people baka back in high school. Yeah, I was a dumbass. Josh, if you watch this, or Chris, if you watch this, you probably know this. I still do this, mainly because I think they sound better. I used to put games that you could switch to Japanese in Japanese. Only one I didn't do to were the Dragon Ball Z games, because I hate Dragon Ball Z in Japanese. I hate it in anything other than American, and other than English. I'm sorry. That's one of my pet peeves. Having somebody who's a buff dude sound like a little girl. That's all I could hear. What else? Oh yeah, in high school, or in middle school, the first anime movie that I ever watched was Iria, Zergum the animation. Anybody ever heard of that? I never saw the real action movie, but I fucking love that movie. Oh yeah, my favorite all-time anime movie, Dead Leaves. Anybody ever seen that? Fucking great. Favorite anime series? One of them? Fully Cooling. Although it's fucking short, it is funny as all hell. Other favorite, Magical Shopping Arcade Ebo Novashi. My other favorite, Gurren Lagann. Because they're over the top and they feel more American. I hate to say it. All those ones I mentioned, Dead Leaves, Fully Cooling, all those ones feel way more like they're American made. Favorite all-time cartoon? I have more than one. Anything from the 90s, but my all-time favorite would probably have to be Ed, Edd and Eddy. You guys would probably know what that is, because I did 2 AMVs. Oh yeah, and to all the people that subscribe to me just so I could make more Ed, Edd and Eddy video Slipknot video mashups, I don't make those anymore. I don't make AMVs anymore. I do variety of things. I rant. I do random blogs. I do other shit. But I don't do AMVs anymore. Hell, I do Let's Plays, but I don't do AMVs anymore. But oh well. I know I didn't say much about myself, but hey, I'm Ty Riders. I'll catch you later. Just want to say another hi to cherubicwindigo. Alright.